It come back to like when you a gangster, bro, on some real shit. It's a difference between having like boss type knowledge and moving different. Suge should have never let Pac got into some street shit as far as kicking Orlando and all them other niggas when that shit happened. Pac should have never been in that shit. Cause if there's goons, them goon ass niggas should have did that shit.
But Pac is a person that's like, hey, you just fucking stepped on my shit or whatever happened. I'm checking you. This my shit. And then at that, for somebody to try to tell Pac that he can't do it, that nigga gonna start flexing with him. Nigga, he was a hothead. He was at 25. He was a fucking hothead.
He was a hothead, but you know what? Everybody say that was around Pac. Pac was that way when he was around niggas who was like that.
And who he was? Who you around?
He around a whole bunch of blood niggas. So he started acting
after
like
watching
he
his
was that nigga.
After watching one of his best friends just get finished fighting.
Nah.
He was at the fight.
I mean, you talk about Tyson, but what I'm saying is the whole fight.
Did Tyson win that fight?
The whole reason why that fight popped off in that thing like that was because old boy Poster had stole that death row chain from one of them members of the death row. And they was like, that's the nigga who stole the shit. The problem was Pac who riding.
You sure?
Yeah. The whole argument over that whole shit was a member of Death Row, you know they said them chains with the Death Row piece on that bitch. Said that Orlando and them robbed that nigga in the mall and took that nigga piece.
Did he have a chain on? Because I ain't never heard this version.
That's what they said how it popped off. Because they said, oh, boy, them was like, that's the nigga who robbed me for the motherfucking chain. Everybody that talk about Orlando Brown said Orlando Baby Lane nigga was a real motherfucking gangster, like had bodies, nigga, on that nigga. Like he had bodies, like that nigga's a killer. You know what I'm saying? So what fucking happened was Pac who riding, cause it's like 15 niggas with him. He running up on the nigga like, oh, I'm about to, and he get the 10 off on the nigga. Then everybody else stumping the nigga out. The problem is, you stumped out a real motherfucking gangster. Yeah. You should have never been involved with that shit.
Did Orlando the one that killed him in the end?
Hell yeah, he did. And the street said that. The street said that shit. The niggas, his uncle and all them niggas talked about how they did that shit. That same fucking night.
Damn.
They already said it. But Orlando got killed, like later on.
That day?
Not that day, but later on he got in some shit and got killed in LA.
Kind of like some Nipsey shit.
Well, Orlando...
I ain't gonna say Nipsey shit because the homeboy didn't get killed.
Orlando was really, from what they call him, Baby Lion. They said Baby Lion nigga was on some... That nigga was a killer, bro. Like, he had bodies. Already. Like, within the streets, they knew this nigga was a killer. That's why I say Pac got into it with a real motherfucking G. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say going back to my original statement was, and I know they was young, but Suge should have never...
25, bro.
Suge should have never let him got into that shit.
But 24, 25... Suge can't control that. That's...
Bro.
No.
As big as you is?
No, bro.
Let me tell you, my nigga.
No, bro.
If you Lil Wayne...
No.
If you Lil Wayne and I'm Birdman... Nigga, and we got beef with these niggas over here. These goon ass niggas finna go out here and fight these niggas.
We gonna take care of
Wayne, you ain't never getting your ass out here and finna touch you.
Because all eyes are on you.
But you can't control Lil Wayne's brain though.
I can't control you by yourself, but you can't be with me wilding the fuck out. Cause I ain't finna let you get into this.
When it's your money,
all eyes are on you.
When it's your money though.
It is. I'm not gonna let you do it.
But how can you not? That's what I'm saying.
You protect that nigga.
You can protect him as much as you can, but as far as him going out and making his own decision and doing the dumb shit that he's gonna do, you're gonna have to let him experience that and hope that he makes that decision
one-on-one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the right time.
Nobody can tell you what to do.
Listen, one-on-one, if Pac out there by himself, Wayne out there by himself, you goddamn right. I can't control what you do.
It ain't about by themselves.
It is.
By themselves or with somebody else.
Let me tell you why. Because it's as simple as this. Today, when you got money, you get bodyguards. That's what you do today.
Yeah.
I don't
they
have
had bodyguards, but even
they had goon niggas with them. That's what they had. They had
You
street
get some real
gang ass niggas.
And that's
But he says
bodyguard
bodyguard.
because the bodyguard's gonna think twice.
Nope.
No, that's his job.
That's why it ain't better than the
A
bodyguard.
goon is gonna shoot first.
But the bodyguard's like a trained killer. These bodyguards are hiring like ex-Navy SEALs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you hire.
They're gonna be looking at all the exits. They're gonna be looking at all the security. They're gonna be looking at all the entryways, all the
and
exits.
niggas still gonna get shot, and then what's their reaction? 'Cause
They're
that's the only thing we're gonna think about.
So you think these goons are gonna just Like, let's put you in a situation like that. Let's say Wayne somewhere and he has his goons with him, not hired help, like ex-Navy SEALs, ex-Special Forces, and it's just some dude off the street.
No.
Hey, no, you think he's gonna take a bullet for Wayne? You gonna jump and save him? No.
Hell, fuck no.
But the bodyguards
that
will.
goon will.
No, the bodyguards will.
No, that fucking goon will. Because the goon ain't thinking about it like that.
Both of them are supposed to. But the reality of it is, I'm not hiring goons.
Yeah.
I'm hiring bodyguards.
Professionals.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because these people are professionally paid to protect me. You don't let nobody touch me.